For those of you who don't know me, I'm a two-time NCAA scoring champ and the NCAA Player of the Year. Honors I earned by putting in the work and staying focused on the bigger picture. I had dreams and aspirations of playing in the NBA a long time, but an ACL injury took me on a completely different path. We'll dive deep into real stories, challenges, and triumphs that athletes, coaches, and everyday people experience when chasing their dream.
Be breeding warriors. Anything you place in front of me, I'll be victorious. Straight up out the trenches where it's vicious, but it's glorious. Ready for whatever, never scared. We got the Lord with us in the ghetto, we notorious. Be breeding warriors.
I felt like being a point guard, every point guard says the same thing. You're an extension of the coach. So I felt like I could be good with the X's and O's through experience, through playing for great coaches in my whole entire life. I felt like I could do that part. The part that I wasn't prepared for coming to college was being the CEO of the company. The other side of it, culture, boosters and donors, the obligations, all of that stuff that really good coaches that learned over the years how to be, I had to be that right away.
Right.
I had no college experience and I was thrusted into a position which was great for me, but obviously I was under the microscope with no experience.
Of course.
So I took my bumps and bruises, learning on the fly with no experience, and was criticized harshly, but still was able to win 20 plus games out of that. But man, going into my 8th year, I'm so much better. I was also too reliant on my coaches instead of going with my gut. Because I knew what to do. I just needed support. I kind of relied a lot on my coaches. You know, they did a phenomenal job, but I just didn't do as great of a job in certain areas. But I've grown and understand what it's all about now. That's why people were saying to me, it's going to be crazy for you in the first couple of years because this isn't what you think it is. I hired all NBA guys, and you cannot do that.
I know.
Because you got to have college guys. College guys understand they take a lot off your plate.
Yeah.
Because they already know what's going on.
Absolutely.
The NBA guys are going to work. They're going to get recruits for you. In practice, they're going to be brilliant and give you the X's and O's and give you the drills and do all of that. Work ethic in the gym. But you have to have college people that have the experience to get you through. I approached it from a recruiting standpoint instead of trying to run this Fortune 500 company at the highest level that I can run it.
For sure.
All of us were new. I needed the experience early on. And then maybe after I had the experience, guys teach me the ropes. Then you can kind of start going how you want to go NBA or whatever. But in the beginning, as a new coach, you need those veterans.
And you know what? I was most impressed. I've watched a lot of what you've done. The most impressive thing that I seen, when y'all won the NIT, because of what happened before y'all got to the NIT, y'all end up being resilient and end up winning that thing. That was something that we watched closely, and, you know, I was cheering, man. But that was a great experience and a great display of leadership, man.
That was an amazing season for us from the point of view of we fought back, got to the championship game against Houston and lost. We didn't get a nod to go to the NCAA tournament, and we had to go to the NIT. And at that point, me and my staff and my players were like, let's make some noise. To win that, every coach that's won it will tell you the same thing. It gets your mental so prepared for the following season because you've won a championship. You're one of few teams, NCAA champion, NIT champion, and whatever tournament is going on after that. If you're a champion of that, you're a champion. You ended the season as a champion, and I've never frowned upon the NIT. It's a great field. You can ask Shaheen Holloway. He went and beat a great Indiana State team in Indiana for the NIT championship. That championship is something that I hold very near and dear to me because you still have to beat some really good teams. You can arguably say there's teams every year that are supposed to be in that just didn't get in, and teams that got in, they're really good teams.
Absolutely.
Pretty win season teams that you're playing against.
And a little hungrier just from experience and pace standpoint. Like, they ready to get it, dogs, up and down. That sometimes it's a lot different than what you used to playing against.
We played a good Dayton team. We played Boise State. We played Colorado State. Played Mississippi State. It was pretty good.